All right, I think we're live. Let's look and see. Yes, we are. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Pocono Speedway here in Pennsylvania. One of the more interesting tracks on the Universal IRacing Series. QRS Racing Setups Cup Series schedule. Mostly for the fact that it doesn't have a turn 3. Logan Brink currently on pole. We're going to get our vertical ticker pulled up right there for you guys to get a good view of who's where. Brink currently on provisional pole with about 2.5 minutes left in qualifying. Wyatt D. Thompson second. I believe he's still on his second out lap. Thompson currently subbing for Riley Maxwell. I believe a playoff driver here in the Cup Series. Actually, no, I don't think that it. I don't think he's in the playoffs, but Thompson's running the playoff banner, so. Hi, Chase George.
Hey, what are you talking about?
Is Riley Maxwell playoffs?
I don't think so.
Why is Wyatt got the
No.
playoff banner on?
Might be a little special.
Oh, Andy just
Let
had
me
a
look at
Jimmy Johnson wreck into one. Tragic.
Yeah, no,
He's
Riley
not.
Maxwell's not in the... No.
All right. Well,
I don't
I don't know why Wyatt's running that then. I mean, it's fine. I don't think it's that big of a problem. So, let's get the ping out. I'll do that real quick. Chase, why didn't you run a Daytona? You should have run Daytona. Did he leave? Ah, he left. Man. Oh, for those of you wondering, yeah, I was running Daytona earlier. It was really, really, really tiring. And, yeah, we wrecked out. So, you know, there's always next year, I suppose. Qualifying is pretty much over with now. Logan Brink currently on pole. It's going to be Max Ford in second, Thompson in third. It's your top three there. We're going to take a look at our grid in one moment here for our race here at Pocono Speedway. Distance is 80 laps, so not really that short, or not really that long of a race going here tonight, thankfully. Stage is going to be on lap 20. Drivers have unlimited overtime attempts and no fast repairs, typical to the Cup Series here in the Universal IRacing Series. You have 4 tire sets, so they got to use their stuff a little bit more carefully compared to some other tracks. I'm pretty sure that the track is pretty hot right now. So 85 track temp, 67 degrees Fahrenheit here in Long Pond. We'll go ahead and take a look at our starting lineup here for the I don't know, Pocono race. I'll just call it that. Because why not? So starting on pole here tonight, Logan Brink with a 52.860. He was your regular season champion. Currently first in the points with 34 playoff points. Starting on his outside is Max Ford. He's in 7th in playoffs right now, so he's got a little bit of room to make up if he wants to be safer towards the cutoff. We got Wyatt D. Thompson starting in 3rd. He's subbing for his driver, Mach 5 Racing driver Riley Maxwell. Tyler Helm starting 4th, currently 3rd in the playoffs. Alexander Ortega starting 5th, coming off of a win at Charlotte last week. He's currently 2nd in playoffs. Nicholas Martinez Jr. 6th. He's 4th in playoffs right now. Trenton Wilkin 7th. Wilkin is our first guy that made it into the playoffs. So, or I guess I should say last guy that made it into the playoffs. He currently is he has no playoff points, so he's got a little bit of room to make up. Starting in a not bad position in 7th, starting on the inside line. On his outside, you got Aaron Kovnat. We're going to take a look at our next page here. Starting 9th, you have Kendorian Davis in the 5. 10th, you got Jason Hall. 11th, Asher Bunkley. 12th, Nicholas Rode, also another playoff driver, currently 12th in points. Starting in the next row, you got Jacob S. Bryant. On his outside, fellow playoff driver Travis Prather. He's the first guy out as of right now. Christian Zarate starting 15th. Jackson Brown 16th. Once again, another playoff driver. Carmelo Echeverria 17th. Connor Blasco 18th. Juan Cobb's 19th. And I don't know if Josh is racing, but Riley sure is. And I believe that's our that's our starting lineup here at Pocono. I gotta sneeze real quick. Never mind, no I don't. We got a long race here. Let's see if we can get a word with our pole sitter of Logan Brink.
I'm gonna be deafening a few times, by the way.
Okay.
Because helping.
Yeah. Logan, it's Maxwell in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
So you qualified on pole. Pretty good lap time. Race distance is 80 laps, stages on 20. What are you going to try to do here just to gain as many points as possible and benefit as much as you can?
Well, I've kind of got enough points already built up to where I don't really need to do well, but I would like to, so today's kind of just go for the win and all or nothing kind of. Doesn't really matter to me if something bad happens, like things have been going. So hopefully that doesn't happen. I'm just going to try and win the race.
Are you worried that if something bad were to happen, it'd continue that not great momentum that you saw past couple of races?
Yeah, it's a bit worrisome. It's just nice to have that points buffer. So hopefully it's not a huge deal, but I think today's wide track. It's long straightaways, nothing crazy about it. So hopefully that kind of keeps anything bad from happening.
All right. There's word from your pole sitter here, number 24 of Logan Brink. Good luck in the race, Logan.
Thanks.
So Logan Brink, I don't actually have the exact number, but definitely known as one of the UIS greats. You can see starting on his outside, Max Ford, probably also one of those guys that's in that conversation. Both very competitive guys. I don't have the statistics pulled up right now, but yeah, both of them very, very good drivers. Been around for a long time. Logan Brink, your current defending Cup Series champion, so I'm sure he's wanting to repeat that once more and continue that good run.
Might be his last, he said. Might be his last, he said recently, last full time. So looking for a good day from Logan Brink. Max Ford also just, like you're talking about him, genuinely just super good at Pocono. One of his better tracks by far. YD Thompson, he had a strong run here last night in the Contender Series, so he'll be looking to go out there and win. It should be a fun race.
Yeah, just thinking about guys that are good at Pocono. I mean, the first ones that come up obviously are Logan, but Max Ford's right up there in the conversation. Tyler Helms qualified pretty good too in 4th, and you got Ortega around 5th. I mean, Ortega's basically always a threat here at these intermediate to short tracks. As pace car is about to pull off, 80 laps of green flag racing or caution racing are about to be underway from Pocono. Green flag is out for the first time here tonight. Logan Brink, Max Ford restart nearly even. I believe Ford actually got a bit of the advantage there as they head into turn 1 for the first time. They're going to be 3 wide.
Nearly 4 wide.
Ford got quite the jump there. He's got a pretty good gap to second of Tyler Helms, but Looks like Tyler might be trying to come back, as they're going to be side by side going into the tunnel turn on lap 1 out of 80. Ford up high, Helms down low. Ford's going to have to lift out a ton there. See Tyler Helms into the race lead on lap 1 out of 80.
Lots of racing going on here early, especially back in the pack. They were 3 wide for a moment in the tunnel turn further on back. I thought they were going to wreck going off in the tunnel turn, but they managed to keep it straight back there.
There, you can see Joshua Gilbert, Carmelo Echeverria blocking way down right there, as they're going to come right back up the track, back into turn 1. Maybe a little bit too risky for being this early into the race, as Tyler Helms has...
Oh, we got one wrecking! Kendorian Davis involved, playoff driver.
Kendorian Davis involved in that wreck right there. We're going to take a replay, see what happened. Oh, Kendorian just lost it. Looks like he lost it in the corner entry. Asher Bunkley got into him. Jacob Bryant got into him as well, I believe. That may actually have been Jason Hall. Christian Zarate, pretty good job staying off. Oh, Connor Blasco, another playoff driver, got into it a little bit. We're going to go on board with him here. Late contact got Blasco around a little bit. I believe he got contact with the inside wall. We're going to take a look here. Oh, yeah, Blasco just hit one of those bumps on the apron. Let's see, does he have damage? Yeah, his... Oh, Connor Blasco, his left front tire is lifted off the ground and not spinning. So that's definitely not what you want to see right there. Right back to the spot where that spin occurred.
Rough start to the playoffs for Kendorian Davis.
Yeah, Kendorian Davis came in, I believe he came in below the cut, if I'm not mistaken.
No, he came in, he had 3 playoff points.
Oh, yeah, Kendorian Davis, 3 above the cut coming in, but that may not have, well, that definitely didn't help right there.
Yeah.
Talk about Tyler Helms for a second. He got a pretty good jump on the restart. He's up to first already in the span of just about 2 laps. Started 4th. He's up 3 spots.
Yeah, I mean, Tyler genuinely made an impressive move down the kind of back straightaway. Had a huge run. Logan had to back out there side by side, gave him the opportunity. He took it and went for the lead. And now you see him leading.
Some cars coming down pit road in the back there. They're gonna
Lots of cars were on. Go ahead.
They're gonna be led down pit road by Jason Hall. We got probably
Lots of cars.
about 6 cars coming down.
Lots of cars were involved in that wreck. Like you see, Jason Hall, Bunkley, Blasco got damage. Zarate.
I think
Kendorian Davis.
Zarate might have kept his nose clean. I'm not 100% sure.
It looked, yeah, he's got some left front damage.
See Cobbs in. Taking a look at Ibanez right now. Davis definitely with the most damage. You can see his rear end and front are both a little crunched up. Actually, his front end is pretty bad.
His day's probably done, in all honesty. They might try getting that car fixed and...
Kendorian Davis is out of the car.
Refresh your trading paints, apparently.
What?
Blasco's day is done too. He has left session.
Well, that's 2 playoff drivers that are out already.
I didn't think Blasco's damage was that bad, but he must have had wheel damage.
Yeah, under caution, it looked like his left front was bumped up a little bit. Let's see if we can get a word with Kendorian Davis. Kindorian, it's the boys in the booth. You got a copy.
Yes, I got a copy.
So, lap 2, going into turn 1. I believe it was lap 2. Car just got a little bit loose underneath you. Are you done for the day?
Yeah, the engine's going out of the thing. I don't know what happened. Like I entered the corner the same way I usually would, and the thing just broke loose in the rear. I didn't even really hit the brakes that hard. The thing just snapped. So this is another possible easy top 5 out the window. Another good point stay out the window. So
You came in 3 above the cut. As it's looking right now, you're probably going to be pretty far down below after tonight. What are you going to have to do going into next weekend at, let's see.
Marcus Glen.
Yeah, at the Glen, a road course.
break out because that's the trend lately. So I really don't care.
Thank you very much, Kindorian, and sucks to see you wrecked out so early.
Yep.
Kindorian Davis, definitely not super happy. I don't think I can blame him. Race ended
Yeah, I mean,
real early.
yeah, you're here fighting for a championship, and just make a mistake like that early, unpredictable mistake, and it cost you your day, unfortunately. So he's one of the better road course racers, though, so he should be able to get a decent finish next week and start working his way back up forward. Definitely not out of it, but it's going to be a uphill battle here for the first round.
Yeah, 100%. And just a correction from earlier, Aaron Kovnat is in fact a playoff driver coming in the last car above the cut line. So that was a mistake from earlier that I made. But yeah, he's in the playoffs as well.
Big field tonight, by the way. Bigger than I thought it'd be given the 24 going on.
Yeah, 21 cars strong. So we're back green flag racing for the second time tonight. Tyler Helms, he chose the outside. He's going to get the dominant restart. Going into turn 1, he's going to be clear of Ford by a good amount. But Thompson's going to try to make it 3. Not quite enough to make it stick on the inside of Helms, though.
Helms in the wall.
Oh, Carmelo Echeverria's around to the back. And Nicholas Martinez Jr., another playoff car. Green flag is still out, and there's the caution. Oh, my goodness. That is not good.
I think Martinez is done.
Yeah, Martinez's damage is worse than Kindorian's was for sure. We're going to get a replay right there. So here they are coming off the green flag. Carmelo up top. Running high side. Oh, I think NMJ actually kind of slid up into him. We're gonna get a better angle of that before we say too much here. Looking for the best camera angle here. So yeah, Carmelo's running about 2 lanes up of NMJ, and oh yeah, I think NMJ just kind of slid up into him, and then hard contact in the inside wall. Yeah, I think NMJ's day is probably over just off that damage right there. He's in his box, but he had to tow back into his box. Martinez Jr. damage very early on. 4th coming in.
Yeah, he's done for the day.
Well, just like that, I believe that, 3 playoff drivers that are out already?
4. Carmelo's also
4.
a playoff driver.
Oh my God.
Well, I don't think Carmelo's out yet, though. He's got heavy damage, but he was involved.
Chase.
Yeah.
Bo Nix broke his ankle.
What?
Out for the season.
How do you do that? Oh,
What?
bye-bye, Broncos.
Who the hell is Jarrett Stidham? Who the hell is that? Dude, I don't know who that is. Dude, the
I don't
Broncos
either.
are... Bro, that's just a waste of a playoff spot now, dude. It's like... Oh my god. It's just an automatic AFC championship for New England now. For the Patriots. Come on, man. I think at least Buffalo could have put up somewhat of a fight. That's unfortunate right there. Lots of unfortunate things going on right now. I guess both in the football world and in UIS. Tyler Helms, still your race leader. He's led, I'm pretty sure, all but 2 laps at this point. Driver residing out of Michigan. Best lap currently at 56.370. Fastest lap, I'm pretty sure, because he's the only one that's been able to set a lap. Next closest behind is Thompson in second with a 58.212. So drivers haven't really gotten the chance to get green flag racing underway. As we're currently on our second caution of our night. Hopefully the rest of this race goes a little bit smoother, because if the entire thing's gonna go like this, then I think we're gonna be here for quite some time, which I really hope isn't what happens. As I don't know what they're doing. But Helms is going to choose the inside line this time. It's going to put Thompson on his outside. Tyler Helms going to be the control car. Going into 1. There's Carmelo Echeverria. His damage looks pretty good for the most part, considering he was just involved in a pretty big wreck. 3 cars out so far, all 3 of them playoff drivers, that being the playoff contenders of Nicholas Martinez Jr., Connor Blasco, and Condorian Davis. Two Chevys and 1 Toyota, so definitely not what not what they want to see. Dude, I can't believe that Bo Nix broke his ankle.
That's crazy. I can't even think when that would have happened. He looked fine.
The only thing that I saw, like, could have caused anything was the roughing the passer at the...
Right at the end?
Yeah, right at the end. But I
Oh, that could have.
I don't know for sure.
Well, he took a knee. I don't know. Anyways, pace car's about to come in. Tyler goes at the bottom with his teammate Trent Wilkin this time by.
Green flag displayed. Waving now. Tyler Helms with a monster restart. Multiple car length advantage over Thompson in second. Thompson definitely didn't get the restart he wanted. Look at Trenton Wilkin getting pushed up into the inside lane. They're 3 wide for 4th right behind, that being Ortega, Ford, and Brink.
Ortega with a great move around the outside, who got a good jump, took it 3.
And they're wrecking in the back. Nicholas Road around.
Big wreck. Kind of.
Lon Cobbs Jr. to the inside wall. We're going to get a replay on that. 3rd caution of the night already. Lap 10 out of 10 out of a lot. Just say that for sure. Let's take a look at road. Contact with Prather coming out the corner. Nearly had it saved, but just came right back up in front. Oh, that's disastrous right there. Fellow Canadian Motorsports teammate Riley Ibanez involved in that wreck as well. Cobbs only hit the wall at like 1 mile per hour, so I don't think he's too bad. You can see right there, Riley Ibanez with some pretty bad front end damage. I believe Nicholas Road probably has some pretty bad damage too. Yeah, his front end's a little bit bent up. I think he's unpleased with Travis Prather after that. Yeah, he's gonna door bang him down the backstretch. Oh, and Travis Prather's gonna hook him. Under caution. That's not gonna... Oh, wow. Drama between two playoff drivers, that being the 33 of Prather, the 96 of Nicholas Road. I'm not going to say names, but just looking from that contact earlier, it looks like Prather might have gotten into the right rear of Road a little bit. That hook there is going to be interesting for sure to see how the race officials deal with that. Definitely not good to be doing that to another driver, though, for sure. Third caution of the night out here at Pocono. Tyler Helms, still your race leader. As some drivers are going to come in. Nobody in the lead pack is, at least I don't believe so. I believe the first car down is Carmelo Echeverria. Carmelo down pit road. Let's see, we have Echeverria, Hall, Ibanez got involved in that wreck, Road, Prather, Cobbs, all those guys were involved in that last wreck there. Nicholas Road definitely got the worst of that damage there. It's probably going to be a little bit till he can get all that repaired. Seen a lot of interesting stuff happening so far in this race. We're only on 12 out of 80, but so far we've seen 3 DNFs confirmed, and I wouldn't be shocked if we see a 4th one here. All of them being playoff drivers, that being Nicholas Road, the next one. Ibanez out of his box. There's Prather still in his. They might be just trying to get as much of it repaired as they can. Drivers haven't, most of the drivers in the lead pack haven't come down pit road yet. I'm starting to wonder a little bit when they might decide to come down pit road. Lights on the pace car off once more. Tyler Helms, your race leader, chose the outside line this time. He's just moving back and forth, seeing what he wants to do. Just keep in mind, we do have our stage on lap 20 out of 80, so drivers are coming up on it soon. There's a chance that we might finish That stays under caution though if we do end up with a wreck happening. Let's take a look. Travis Prather out of his box. So is Nicholas Rode. Looks like a lot of the damage might be fixed up for the most part. I mean, I'm sure that there's still some damage left, but I know for a fact he's definitely not going to be happy with Prather here. He's probably going to race him a little bit rougher than you normally would. Helms, your starter once more. Going back, green flag racing for the 4th time tonight. Pace car down pit road. It's going to be Helms, the restarter. Green flag out once more. As both Rode and Prather are down pit road, I believe they probably both had drive-thrus. To take a look at the battle into one, Thompson and Ortega were door banging coming into one. Contact there between Thompson and Wilkin. Do keep in mind Thompson subbing for Riley Maxwell, but has the playoff banners on for no apparent reason, it seems. He's not subbing for a playoff driver or is not a playoff driver. This might be the furthest that we've made it, or almost the furthest that we've made it. As they're still door banging down the straightaway, that being Thompson and Ortega. Not sure why they're doing that. A little bit further back, pole sitter Logan Brink riding around in 4th. Down the front straightaway. Take a look at that. Tyler Helms just trying to break the draft as much as he can. This is the battle that I'm looking at the most right here. Battle for 2nd between Thompson and Ortega. Although Thompson's falling off a little bit from the backside of Ortega. Caution's out. Again. Not sure what for or who for. Let's try to get a replay on what happened here. Oh, there we go. Jason Hall. Wrecked. We're going to get we're taking a look right here. This is the lap before. Nearly got some contact with Echeverria there. Didn't quite get any of it, but very close. Going into 1. Let's see what happens. Oh, contact with Gilbert in the 9. Sent him around into 1. Got it slowed down for the most part before he made big contact with the wall, but still just enough to tap it and get some damage. I actually don't see that much damage, so there's a chance that the damage isn't as bad as we thought it was. Looks like we might be starting to see a resemblance to the truck race that we had here about a week ago, where in that one we couldn't get a green flag run going for very long. So hopefully we don't have another one of those. Because I will say, Tyler Helms is definitely the fastest car out on track still. One of only 2 drivers that have broken that 54-second mark for their best lap time. His fastest lap is a 54.641. The only other driver who's broken that plane is Max Ford with a 54.983, so barely enough to break that plane. As we may see drivers come down pit road here. Not too sure. I don't think that we will. Max Ford's coming down pit road. He's not coming down pit road. A little bit further back. That pack there is Bryant, Hall, and Cobbs Jr. all coming down pit road. drivers might be trying to flip the stage. Bryant's the only one that is a playoff car, so he's probably just trying to benefit on stage points as much as possible. I believe Bryant's actually pretty far, or pretty close to the cut line. A lot of drivers in the playoffs have no points. As of right now, we actually have, well, let's see, 6 or 7 drivers with no playoff points. So, but after this race, I do think that that's going to change quite a bit. Playoff field's going to be shaking quite a bit after this race for sure.
I have returned.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Who was that wreck on?
Josh.
All right, that's what it looked like. It looked like he it looked like Josh dipped it in a little bit there.
I don't know if you saw. Did you see what Prather rode?
Yeah, I saw the contact after the caution came out.
Yeah, they both got a 1 lap hold.
Were they served?
Yes, Road got
Alright.
lucky and got the wave around, but Prather still lap down.
Yeah, I saw the caution came out just as they I think probably just as they got off pit road. Man, I just still can't imagine, how did Bonix fracture? You're like, how did that happen? I didn't see any
It didn't look. Nothing looked bad.
I know, that's why I'm so confused. I might need to well, let's take a look here at this. Might have to go to a couple of Cardinals games this year. I'm just looking at their promo calendar and they got some good stuff that I might have to go check out.
Oh, 3 to go in stage 1.
Yeah,
2 to go.
stage 1 nearly over already. As so far it's just been a lot of cautions.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I just hope this doesn't turn into another truck race here.
They need to get spread out. Once they're spread out, they'll be okay.
Yeah, I think after stage they might just get everything figured out.
Hopefully.
We've seen it a couple of times where that happens. Well,
We did switch to 2 tallies, so.
yeah. All right. Pace car down pit road. Man, he nearly spun out coming down pit road. Green flag back out. Did you see that? Man, the pace car nearly spun out coming down pit road.
Aggressive driving from the Pace automobile.
Yeah, 100%. I need to take a chill pill there. As back under green flag racing, I should say. Drivers 2 laps to go in the stage 1. Thompson trying to make a move for the lead. He's side by side with Ortega right now, so he can't do much. Tyler Helm still has the race lead, clear by about a car length and a half of second of Thompson.
Whoa!
Brink into the wall on the outside, or at least way up out of the groove. Thompson and
Well, Max Ford
Ortega
got out of
battling
shape.
for second. Brink is dropping way back. They were just 4 wide there for a second. As Tyler Helms, I believe, is going to take the white flag for the stage this time by. Clear by the rest of the field by a ton. He's just got to run his own race. Stay at a safe pace here for the rest of this lap. Ortega into second. Nearly got into the wall. A couple of drivers did get into the wall there off the corner. I know these playoff drivers are going to try to benefit as much as they can. Just a reminder, top 7 drivers get points for stage. As here comes Thompson making a move on Ortega. He's going to give him the door. Max Ford nearly spinning out. He saved it, kept it going straight there. Real close from the driver of the 11. Battle for second.
Ortega into the back of Wyatt. Here comes Trenton.
That might allow Trenton Wilkin to benefit, as Tyler Helms is going to win the stage, but we're looking at a drag race for second, and it's going to be Trenton Wilkin getting second for the stage there.
You know, Ortega and Wyatt are very unhappy. They've been unhappy with each other for the past 10 laps.
Why are they mad at each other?
They've been beating and banging. Ortega feels he's been put in the wall a bunch, including there.
Oh. Well, there you hear. Temper starting to flare a little between those two drivers. Tyler Helms, your stage 1 winner. He's led pretty much every lap so far this race. I believe that most of the field's probably going to come down pits relatively soon, if I had to guess.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't pit here, even if you don't take tires, at least for the fuel.
Yeah. I don't know how long a tank lasts, but I don't think that a tank lasts long enough to make it to the end from the beginning. So, just a little fun fact about the track, if you didn't know already. Track only has 3 corners, where your typical oval has 4. A little fun fact is that the corners are all actually based off of IndyCar tracks. And I'll go ahead and tell you, turn 1, as we've seen so far, real steep. It's based after Trenton Speedway. Turn 2, also known as the tunnel turn, is based after Indy. And turn 3, matter of fact, is named after, or not named after, but is based after the Milwaukee Mile. So that's one of the things that makes Pocono a special track, is it takes all of these different speeds of former IndyCar tracks and kind of mixes them all together.
And it's a very unique racetrack. I mean, and they're all like wildly different tracks too. Indy and Milwaukee Mile, super different tracks.
Yeah, and I believe that Trenton was a pretty fast and high speed track. It doesn't exist anymore.
Unfortunately.
Although I wouldn't be shocked if it still existed. They probably wouldn't race there anymore. As we see here, basically the entire field, I think that is the entire field coming down pit road. Helms, Wilkin, Ford, Thompson, Gilbert, Ortega, Brink, just a couple coming down pit road. Only 2 that stayed out. Actually, matter of fact, Gilbert stayed out. He's going to inherit the race lead here. Prather's getting his wave around. But taking a look, most drivers getting 4 tires and fuel from the looks of it. Bunkley out of his stall quickly. He's going to actually win the race off of pit road. He might have taken 2 there. Yeah, or no, 6.9. I think that Bunkley took fuel only. Asher Bunkley very well could have just taken fuel only there on that stop. Trenton Wilkin, 2nd off pit road. Wyatt Thompson, 3rd off pit road. Both of them definitely took 4 tires. Bryant might have been right sides only.
Bunkley did fuel only.
Did Bryant get any tires?
Fuel only.
So there you go. 2 out of the top 5 drivers fuel only, so they might be at a little bit of a disadvantage here. So I looked up Trenton Speedway, and it had 5 corners. It had 5 turns.
Interesting.
And it... What in the world is this track? It's like... Dude, what in the world is this?
He's baffled by Trenton Speedway.
I am, because what is this? Why does it look like that? Why does it look like a dumb, a dumb Darlington?
Trenton Speedway, is that what it's called?
Yeah, Trenton Speedway.
Oh.
You see what I'm
the
talking
heck?
about?
It does look like a dumb Darlington. Oh, what?
the world is that, dude?
It has a dog leg, but it goes out.
It has like a kink, like at Daytona.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has.
That's
Yeah, it has a
interesting.
dog leg that goes. What in the world?
I would run there. I would take the lead there.
New exhibition track for UIS.
Yeah.
Come on, iRacing, you know what to do. Need to add it so that
I know there's some 8-year-olds on Roblox out there that have done a race at this track with 4 people.
100%. Were you one of them back in the day?
No. Oh, a road racer?
No. Racing at Trenton on Roblox.
Oh yeah, I raced at the real deal. I was wheeling it around
No,
there.
you weren't, dude. Stop lying. We know you're old, but not that old.
I'm
Although-
not even that old.
I did find an NR 2003 model of it, so if it exists on NR 2003, then it definitely can exist on iRacing, not in real life.
It did exist in real life.
Not anymore. Did they tear it down, or is it just not in use anymore?
Oh, I have no idea.
Well, just an update. Joshua Gilbert chose the outside line. It's going to be the control car on the restart here. 13 lap old tires compared to, well, pretty much everybody else here having relatively fresh tires. That other than Bunkley and Bryant, as we're about to go back, green flag racing. Joshua Gilbert, didn't imagine I'd be saying that today. Your race leader, green flag, back out here from Pocono. Just hear those cars roar. In a couple of laps, we might ride on board here, see if we can get some good sounds as Thompson is going to dive it on the inside into turn 1 of Gilbert. Car backwards in the wall in the back. That's Nicholas Road, and they're all spinning. What? Oh my goodness. What happened? So there's oil on the track. We need to get the quickie dry out. Let's take a look and see what happened here.
My God.
What happened? I just
Bryant got loose and just absolutely overcorrected.
Oh my. Oh, goodness gracious me. And then what happened to, like, Zarate? Was that what? We are going into 1. We already saw what happened. Bryant overcorrected the car terribly into road. Contact there. And then there's contact between Zarate and Kovnat. Did Ibanez get into it? I think Ibanez net-coded into Kovnat, but didn't quite make contact. You see Bryant there. Cobb's around as well. Nicholas Road, just an innocent bystander. Let's take a look on board here with Road. He's trying to run careful there, and definitely not a good day for the 96 there. My goodness. 5th caution due to an incident, 6 in total due to the stage. Rhodes down pit road, so is Ibanez, Echeverria, Wilkin. my race control, it says that Road got a black flag, but I don't know what for. Find out what happened there in a second. Trent Wilkin, first car off the pit road. I think that was a fuel only stop there. Yeah, 6.8 seconds. For those of you just joining us, which I don't think there probably are very many of you, we're currently on our 5th caution of the night, 6th including the stage. After contact between Road and Bryant, let out the caution in turn 1. Thompson just got the race lead from Joshua Gilbert. I think that this is actually good for Gilbert because that put a little bit of stress on everybody else's tires. He's still in a good position. Bunkley dropped a spot or two from where he started out on that restart. His internet's still not great. Next, Ford running 4th. Actually down 2 positions from where he started at. He started in 2nd. Down to 4th. Still a good run from the number 11. And Tyler Helms, let's talk about Tyler Helms for a second. Tyler Helms won the stage, led nearly every lap of the first stage, came down for tires, didn't quite get the stop that he wanted, but is currently riding around in 5th. He's having a good day so far. Claimed his first career Cup Series win here in the Universal iRacing Series just earlier this season at Las Vegas. Pretty happy for him there. I know that he was pretty happy after winning that race.
Jacob S. Bryant, Nicholas Road, probably out for the day. Both playoff drivers as well.
Taking a look at Road right there. Yeah, it looks like he has some pretty bad damage. I think that he may have a meatball. Not 100% sure, though.
I believe we've gotten 4 cars taken out so far today, right?
3 have
In playoff?
3 have officially DNF'd. Road and Bryan are both playoff drivers, so if they're both out, then that'd make the count 5. That'd make the count 5 out of 14. Definitely not what those guys wanted, for sure. I know a lot of them were probably coming in hoping for a good playoff run, and that's probably not what they wanted to happen. Sometimes the cookie doesn't quite crumble your way.
Bunkley's been having real strong issues on the restart so far tonight, not been going. Asking for help, actually, from the other drivers for the restarts.
Has the advice helped?
We're going to find out here.
Yeah, we're going to find out. Bunkley starting 2nd on the inside line. We're about to go back. Green flag racing. Pace car down pit road. Nearly spinning out again. Green flag back out. It's going to be Thompson on the gas first. And Road is actually out on track. He's just really far back. Probably some damage too. As we go into turn 1, it's going to be Thompson and Gilbert side by side. Basically a repeat of what we saw in the last restart. Like Chase mentioned, Bunkley falling back a little bit. A lot of drivers into the wall off the corner. Keeping it clean so far is Max Ford. He's looking to make a move for the race lead. Gilbert sliding in behind those 2. Battling right now. Through the tunnel turn, Ford is going to be way up high. He's going to be able to keep his foot in the gas, not get into the wall. Into turn 3. Still side by side. Going to be a drag race right here. Saw Ibanez into the wall further back.
3 wide for 5th.
That Brown, Ortega, Brink right there. Taking a look right there. Looking at the battle for the lead. Still between Ford and Thompson. Thompson's actually going to slide up behind Ford here. Ford's trying to break the draft down the straightaway. Thompson's able to stay right behind him, though, for the most part. As basically the top 3 drivers all got into the wall there. Tyler Helms, the only one basically running out of line. Currently up in the P3 from where he started at on the restart, up 1 position. Down the front straightaway. Actually starting to get at least a little bit of a green flag run here. Now, one of the things that you notice, if you're not super keen to racing, the driver's swerving down the front stretch. That's to try to break the draft. Some people call it the toe. If you're behind a car, especially on the straightaway, can actually pick up some speed due to aerodynamics. Doing that doesn't allow the driver behind you to get it. So that's what Max Ford's been trying to do down the front stretch, is just try to break the draft as much as possible. You saw a lot of drivers there coming out of turn 1, hitting the wall. You saw Ford, Thompson, Gilbert basically all hit the wall there. Seems like Bunkley's started to get to a little bit of a rhythm, staying in 4th. Gilbert, for the most part, holding strong. That top 3 pack right there. Gilbert's not going to be able to slide all the way up because Bunkley was right there. Bunkley's blinking out a little bit right there. Currently running all the way up top, up into P3. First green flag run of the night. Been going for about 7 laps, I believe. 5 laps. Been going for about 5 laps now. Max Ford still your race leader. They're side by side for second here between Bunkley and Thompson. Bunkley's going to get the drive in the corner, but I think Thompson's going to get the run off. Bunkley's going to continue to blink out a little bit. They're 3 wide for second right now. Being Thompson, Ortega, Bunkley. Ortega lifted out. He was middle 3. Now he's just on the inside of Bunkley as they nearly make contact coming off the corner. We're going to take a look on board here with Alexander Ortega just for a second to see what he's looking at. You can hear him getting back onto the throttle in the corner. Getting back up into 5th right before the final turn. Actually waiting a little bit more than you could hear Bunkley was right next to him. Max Ford, the current race leader. Gap to second of Thompson. Hanging around 4.5 tenths as Bunkley's into the wall out of turn 1. I believe he kept it straight. But he was real slow there. He might have some right side. Yeah, he has some pretty severe right front damage there. You can't quite get a good look at it there. Not what Bunkley wanted. He was having a good race. Definitely not what he wanted. Top 2 have checked out for the most part from the rest of the field. Thompson opting to not swerve down. Driver's starting to get a little bit spread out. Gilbert actually got into the wall a little bit there. Driver's starting to get pretty filed out for the most part. Only a few drivers actually side by side on track for position. One of those side by side battles we were talking about, or was side by side I should say, is the battle right there between Helms and Brink for 3rd. Brink was your pole sitter. He's going to send it down onto the inside of Helms. Good racing between those two. As Thompson hasn't caught much to the back of Ford, but I think that he may be slightly faster than him in the long run. His fastest lap is a little bit faster than Ford's is, not by much though. For those of you that aren't subscribed to the Universal Broadcasting Network, I'd go ahead and urge you to do that so you don't miss more Universal iRacing Series races. Or in the random occasion that we do stream another league, make sure that you don't miss that either. For all the exciting racing. Just a quick little race recap. Currently, stage 2 and our final stage underway. Max Ford, your race leader, he's led this basically since I was as in the back. Carmelo Echeverria, Joshua Gilbert wrecking. Green flag is still out. Caution's going to fly. Longest green flag run of the day, 10 laps. We're going to get a replay on that right here. So here we are, coming into turn 1 and through turn 1. And we're gonna go into slow mode. I think Gilbert got into the back of Carmelo, but Carmelo was trying to lift out to not get into the back of Bunkley in front of him there, and then just contact again afterwards. Put them both in the wall. We're gonna ride on board here. Yeah, Carmelo checked up a little bit coming out the corner to not get into the back of Bunkley, and I just think it didn't quite go the way that he expected it to. There we are. On board with Carmelo Echeverria, just trying to get a better look at what happened here. Coming out the corner.
Whoa.
Yeah, just lifted out and contact between him and Gilbert. What are you saying, whoa to?
Josh spun under caution, and Bryant hit him.
Oh my goodness. Well, yeah, let's get a look at this. Thanks, Chase, for pointing that out. Would have completely missed it. Joshua Gilbert just spun it under caution. Was previously involved in an incident there. Fellow playoff driver Jacob S. Bryant also involved there. That might be Bryant's race. Honestly, he has not been having a good race so far. Currently 3 laps down. 2 laps to the next closest driver. Definitely not the race that he's wanted so far. You can see his left or his right front has pretty bad damage there. Yeah, you can see the front bumper's all skewed. Not what you want to see. It's most of the field's going to come down. Thompson really the only one that opted to stay out. It's going to be Ford in company nearly the entire field, matter of fact. I think Thompson made a big mistake by not coming in. Because pretty much everybody's going to get, looks like everybody's going to get 4s here. Everybody's going to have the tire advantage on Thompson. Race off of pit road. Max Ford, Tyler Helms, Juan Cobbs Jr. Your top 3 off of pit road. Cobbs Jr. Imagine he had to have only gotten fuel or right side. 7.4 second stop there for the driver of the 13. That'll put him into 3rd. Provisionally, I guess, because Thompson is still out. Hasn't come down yet. Only drivers out on track that haven't come down. Well, Thompson is the only driver that didn't come down pits that time. So, might not have been a great call for him to make there, staying out.
Oh no. Sorry.
What?
Falcons hired Kevin Stefanski.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Oh, God. Why? They want to hire like half the Browns organization. They suck. We could have hired fucking the Seahawks offensive coordinator, one of the most successful offenses this year. No, let's hire an organization that hasn't made playoffs in the last 7 years.
When was the last time the Browns made the playoffs?
Exactly. Nobody knows. Nobody knows.
I think it was before everybody else was alive. Well, I guess that's good for me because I'm not a Falcons fan. But I can't say much because my team didn't do much better this year. Yeah, this year sucked for the Chiefs. I'm not gonna lie. Some of those games were real hard to watch.
Kevin Stefanski's most successful season with the Browns was when he got there.
And what year was that?
2020. They went 11-5, then 8-9, then 7-10, then 11-6, then 3-14, and 5-12. That is the guy we just hired. He made that. We're so good. Why can't we hire anyone worth a damn?
NASCAR designates new OEM provisional for first 3 races of the truck season.
For Ram.
Yeah, for Ram.
Interesting. So are all the Rams locked in, or?
I think all of them except for one, because aren't they trying to run a 4th car or 4th truck?
They're running 5.
5? I don't know.
Okay.
We'll find out at Daytona, I guess.
Yep.
So Thompson, only driver that stayed out, he's gonna take the green flag on about 16 lap old tires than everybody else. So the green flag waves once more. He got a good jump.
Wow.
Tyler Helms, look at him. He got a real good restart. Diving it way down to the inside. They're 5 wide in the back. Cobbs and Brink make contact right there. They're both going to lose a ton of spots. They're 3 wide, 2 different places. I think Thompson made a mistake by not coming down pit road. In all honesty. Everybody else came down, got 4 tires, got fuel. He was the only one that didn't, and I think that might have cost him his chances at winning this race, unless another caution were to come out and say 20 laps, and then everybody had to come down, which might be what he's hoping for.
They were 5 wide for a moment. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, they were 5 wide going into 1. That was terrifying, but they kept it clean somehow.
I thought they were done, and I thought it was going to be a huge pileup.
I did too. Just a quick update. Nicholas Road and Jacob Bryant, as we saw earlier, both those drivers still on track. Bryant is 3 down, probably still with a lot of damage if I had to guess. But Road is actually in 13th in front of his Canadian Motorsports teammate of Riley Ibanez. Not a good day for Canadian Motorsports. I mean, Blasco DNF'd, and both Road and Ibanez are running out of the top 10. Definitely not what they wanted.
Getting super spread out here after that real weird restart.
I think it's good that they're starting to get spread out, in all honesty, just so that I know
I agree.
the cautions are probably gonna still happen, but they're just gonna happen a little bit hopefully a little bit less frequently, since they're a little bit more spread out now.
Von Cobb's horrible restart all the way back to 16th already.
Yeah, Cobb's I don't think that Cobbs either didn't take tires or he only took right sides and he just fell way back there on that restart there. Ford,
Yeah.
Max Ford, your race leader once more. Thompson's a little bit slower than him, but Ortega is right behind. I think Ortega might be trying to make it 2 wins in a row here in the Cup Series.
Yeah, it would be 2 wins in a row. First of the season for Ortega was last week. It'd be pretty impressive to go ahead and get the second, getting hot at the right time for Ortega.
I mean, Ortega's been fairly competitive basically throughout the entire season, so I wouldn't be shocked if this is just his breakthrough moment. I mean, so far on the season, he has 5 top 10s and still has the most number of stage wins out of anybody in the series. But
He's been so impressive in the stages, it's crazy.
yeah, I will say, with Tyler Helms winning that stage there, I'll make him the second driver so far this season to win multiple stages behind Ortega with 6 stage wins.
As Logan Brink has passed Jackson Brown, now making his way into the top 5. Tyler Helms trying to do the same. Jackson's got the outside dub, going to get a run off the top. I'm surprised how good the outside lane has been down in turn 1 and 3 today.
Yeah, I think that it's just because, especially I think in 3, they're just trying to set up momentum for the straight because of how long it is. It's like you're going on a qualifying lap more than anything, like you're on your out lap.
Yeah.
Watch Ortega here. He's running all the way up high and then kind of cuts down to arc the corner. Seems like he's getting pretty good runs out of the corner basically every time.
As we got a bit of a 4-car breakaway going, Logan Brink trying to bridge the gap.
He's
Tyler's going on there.
doing it a little bit, I will say. Brink is catching towards the rear end of Trenton Wilkin a little bit. Jackson Brown and Tyler Helms battling for 6th right there. As Hall's going to get in the mix a little bit, and Hall's going to get past Brown.
Brown's starting to drop. But, Chris said someone needs to put Ford in the wall. But, yeah, I mean, Logan Brink starting to make his way forward. We've talked about him plenty. One of the best drivers in the league, but especially here at Pocono, seems to have a special knack for him. Jacob Quill and Max Ford, I would say, are the big 3 when it comes to Pocono Raceway.
Yeah, Jacob Quill retired not too long ago, so no shocker. We haven't seen him very much. Basically only subbing.
Yeah, here and there.
Yeah, subbing here and there. Not completely retired.
Yeah, we're starting to see a lot of these guys that have been here since the beginning. A lot of the legends starting to step away a bit from part-time. I mean, they've been doing it coming up 3 years strong pretty consistently, you know, so it's not a big surprise.
Yeah, a lot of the guys have been in it for quite some time. I mean, just take Brink for an example. He's been going for quite a while. I mean, the 2 guys in this field that are up front that I'd say have probably been in it the longest have been let's see, Brink and Ford, really. I mean, throw Brown in there too. Those 3 I know have been here for quite some time, longer than I've been here for that matter.
Well, I mean, even putting Brown in there, Ford, I know Brown came in later than Ford and Brink did. Not too much later, but a bit later. Zarate, he came in, I think, a little bit later than him too.
Yeah, I know Chris has been around for quite some time as well. Just think about it. The league outdates me since I joined for the first time, only by a few months, really. But I didn't really start doing much until, give or take, a year ago.
Yeah. 3 years, crazy. I think we've been doing this for 3 years.
I mean, we're in season 6 now, so we've been going for quite some time.
Yep.
Logan,
Max Ford started to get a gap.
Yeah, Max Ford stretched the gap to around 7/10, staying around that time. I'm sure some drivers wouldn't be too sad if a caution came out, but I think that I actually wouldn't be shocked if this race turned into a fuel race, if they are able to keep it green to the end.
I mean, it's known for fuel in real life. Dozens of fuel finishes here at this racetrack in the real world. We've had our fair share here in the league as well, so I wouldn't be shocked.
Oh, Jason Hall around in the back. green is still out. Single car. I believe the green flag is going to stay out. Single car, Jason Hall. Let's take a replay. I think he just lost it coming out the corner. Taking a look right here, looking at the number 4 of Jason Hall. Hit the wall real hard. Yeah, it doesn't look like he has much damage there. I mean, he has some right front damage, obviously, but kept it going pretty good. More than anything. Max Ford still your race leader. Although I will say the gap has shrunk significantly. We were looking at around 7/10 not too long ago, but the gap is now down to only around 3. Right around 2 to 3. Ortega and Ford drivers are both real good here. Ortega qualified a little bit further back, but he's been having a good run so far here tonight. He's probably going to try to make a move for the lead sometime this lap, if I had to guess.
And I was going to mention, as you see that group behind Ortega, Ortega was pulling him up there, but it seems like Ortega's gotten a bit of a gap to that 4-car group behind him and is now going to challenge Max Ford. However, Trent Wilkins still in his draft. Can't quite shake him.
Yeah, I think Trenton's the only car that's staying between them. Thompson's tires are probably starting to wear more than say Ford or Ortega's is at that point. So I think that Logan Brink's main concern right now is just getting around him, and he'll probably end up dragging Tyler with him as he goes around.
Yeah, I mean, your fastest cars last time by in the top 10 were all Ortega, Wilkin, and Logan Brink by about a 10th.
Well, taking a look here. That last lap, Max Ford was about 2/10 quicker than Ortega, with both of them being in the low 53s. But let's go ahead and switch to best lap. Max Ford still has the fastest lap, so I mean, definitely a fast driver here. It's just whether or not he's going to be able to fend off Ortega. Something else that you have to keep into consideration, especially here, is how important dirty air is and how much you can aero block here.
Yeah, I mean, Max Ford has always talked about how much he loves this racetrack, and definitely would love to get a win here today. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it'd be his first on the season.
I believe it would be his first on the season. As you can see there, Ortega was side by side with him for a second there. Pulled out behind. Yeah, I'm looking right now. Max Ford doesn't have a win on the season yet. He's actually a little bit loose, running the high side going into 1.
Here comes Ortega with momentum. Looks like it's gonna stall out though.
Wilkin is right behind Ortega though. Just keep that in mind. Those two might choose to be drafting partners down the front stretch.
Some good racing here today at Pocono.
Here's an interesting statistic. Max Ford only has 1 top 5 so far this season.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely been an off year for your season 1 champion. Definitely looking to turn it around. I mean, if you're going to turn it around, this is the right time to do it. And I mean, that's exactly what he's looking to do.
Yeah, I mean, week 1 of the playoffs is definitely the best time if you want to make a change. Currently 6th in points, but I mean, his stat line hasn't been very impressive. No pulls, no wins, no top 5s, and only 5 top 10s. No stage wins, matter of fact. So, like you said, definitely an off year for the number 11 of Max Ford, but he's not out of it yet. Not out of it yet in the slightest.
I mean, off year doesn't mean everything either. If you remember Logan Brink last season, everyone was like, oh, not going to have a shot at the champion, having a super off year. He still won, ended up winning 3 races, most of which came in the playoffs. Had a super down year, went on to win the championships, and Max Ford looking to do the same that Logan Brink did last season.
Yeah, down year doesn't necessarily mean that you're not doing good. It's just I mean, like with Brink, it looked like a down year, then he bounced back, won the championship. He's been on a pretty good run so far this season. But let's just see if his momentum's able to carry. I mean, talked to him whenever he got the pole. We talked to him last week after his DNF. I don't know if it was a DNF, but just a poor points finish. He won the stage at Charlotte. It was enough to clinch the regular season championship over second of Nicholas Martinez Jr. But so far, his last few races have ended in him getting taken out or just not having good finishing position. And this is the first race back in quite a while that he's on pace or is like projected to actually finish within the top 5. But that may change just with the amount of time that we have left. I might have just jinxed him.
Here's an interesting stat for Max Ford that I didn't even know until just now. Max Ford's last win came in 2024 when he won the Season 4 Clash. 2 years ago now, excluding exact date and whatnot. Last time he won a regular season points race was January 6th of 2024, where he won at Charlotte Motor Speedway in the Gen 6. And regarding the Cup side only, he's won in the trucks this season stuff, we know all that. But in Cup, he hasn't won in coming up on 2 years.
That's
so
been
definitely looking to change that.
Yeah, just a series win streak that's been gone for quite a while. I mean, take a look at last night. Zachary Trevino broke a winless streak for quite some time. You see the background there. Thompson coming down pit road this time by.
Yeah, I mean, and Max Ford, you think I definitely think of him as one of the better drivers in the Hall of Fame, but that win count hasn't been there in the past few seasons at all. Of course, did take an off season last season pretty much, but still, it's been a long time for that 11 car.
Yeah, he's been definitely working towards a championship run once more for quite some time. I mean, just taking a look at the truck side of things, he's tied with Tyler Helms for the most number of wins, has the most top 5s and 10s. So he's definitely still fast. He's definitely still got pace. Just trying to get things worked out a little bit more on the Cup side, and it seems like things are starting to happen as he's going to come down pit road this time by. A little bit of lockup coming out as well.
Not showing any penalty for the 11 car. Looks like he got slowed down in time.
So that's going to put Ortega in the race lead. Advantage over Wilkin around 7/10, now to 8. I just imagine that Ortega is probably going to come in relatively soon unless Brink was going for a heavy undercut there.
Now we're going to see how big of a difference one lap will make with Wyatt Thompson as he's going to cycle out. Looks like he shouldn't get to Max Ford. Looks like Max Ford's going to maintain position over him. Yeah, he'll be fine.
As of right now, the leader of Ortega has only been on these tires for about 20 laps. So the tires aren't really that old, but I think that it's fuel more than anything. That's the concern for these drivers to get to the end of the race.
I agree. One thing that worries me for Max Ford and Wyatt D. Thompson is no one came down that time. It looked like no one even considered coming down that time.
Yeah, so it just maybe a little bit of a strategy
Just got where
call.
Trent Wilkins coming in this lap. Yeah. Trent Wilkins coming in this time by. I wonder if Tyler will follow teammate. As Ortega now has a comfortable gap.
We're taking a look at Trenton Wilkin in second. Announced over radio he's coming in this time. Let's see if anybody else comes down with him. Nobody else coming down with him this time, at least in the top 5. Looks like he's gonna get it slowed down in time for pit road. That's gonna give Ortega a gap over a second to second place of Brink. Lap 60 out of 80. Coming to nearly 20 to go. So yeah, these drivers are definitely only a stop away from making it to the end of the race. Brink has actually cut the gap down a little bit. Was around a second, 1.2 seconds. Gap now down to around 9/10. Shrunk it a little bit. I don't know whenever Brink and Ortega are going to come in. Helms as well.
Logan's catching Ortega about a tenth of a lap quicker last time by.
Yeah. He's definitely faster. Gap now down to around 8/10. I wonder if Ortega's just trying to preserve a little bit so that he doesn't have to pit just quite as soon. Definitely interesting strategy right here.
We got Bryant coming down pit road, Jacobus Bryant. Still no penalties.
Drivers keeping it clean so far. Ortega not coming down this time. You can see
Ibanez coming in.
the top three there starting to get to the soon-to-be lapper of Asher Bunkley running 14th. He was running up front till I believe he made some contact with the wall, plus on some older tires. Caused him to drop back quite a bit.
Yeah.
As Brink gets into the
Was
wall
having
a little
a good
bit there
run
for him.
earlier.
Yeah, he was having quite the run earlier, but I think he's just his momentum hasn't quite carried. The strange thing, and I don't know if this is just me, but I feel like recently so many of the races are plagued by cautions early on. And then once the first stage is over, everybody figures out how to run the car, and then it's a fuel race.
Yeah, I've noticed that too. So here comes Tyler Helms down pit road. Braking way early. Wants to make sure he doesn't get that speeding penalty.
Yeah, Tyler Helms was riding around in third. Just came in. Travis Prather just came out of the pits. Gilbert was down pit road as well.
Now.
Yeah, this would be a real bad time for a caution to come out for some of these drivers. A lot of them would be stuck down. Prather, Ibanez Road, all one down. Hall, Gilbert, Bryant, 2, 2, and 4 respectively. Lap 63 out of 80. Coming down to the closing end side of this race here. Drivers Ortega, Brink are pretty much on an island. Next closest of Kovnat's around 6 seconds back behind Brink. These drivers have been on their tires for only about 25 laps. But I think they're going to try to wait as long as they can until they have to come back down pit road. Something I just want to highlight. Something I want to highlight real quick is I'm so happy that Chris finally got rid of that ugly ass scheme that he used to run, the PlayStation one.
Yes, I agree with the Horde font.
The car that he's running now actually looks really, really nice compared to the old one. And excuse my language, but that one just looks terrible. If you go back and watch some of our older races, you can definitely confirm that car just did not look good.
Of course,
I'm not wrong though.
But what I was going to point out is there seems to be little to no tire fall off. Ortega's running 53. Logan's running 53.1. Ortega ran a 53.2. And Max is running a 53.1 last time by.
Yeah, so Logan Brink running relatively similar pace to Max Ford, who already came down for tires. You see, he keeps hitting the wall off of exit of 2, but the gap is down to 3/10. He's caught Ortega quite a lot. As caution is going to come out, Travis Prather stopped going into turn 1. Let's take a look and see what happened. That's going to cause a lot of interesting stuff to happen, that being during a fuel strategy. What in the world just happened to Prather? We're going to ride on board here. What? What happened? Like, running down to the inside and then just came up and he's out of the
Sure
gas.
what happened there?
Did his wheel disconnect? Was that could have been a wheel disconnecting issue. You can see the steering wheel a little bit right here. He already had pretty significant right front damage, but I don't think that warrants that incident right there. I mean, he's a playoff driver, so I don't know if it would have been intentional or not, but that is definitely interesting right there.
I could provide some information on that.
We got Peter Hoppy in the booth. Hello, Peter. What happened?
He's currently getting a cyber attack on his computer.
What?
It's currently telling him to pay $150 right now, and he can't get out of it.
That is... Huh?
It's like a virus thing, like protection thing, and it's not
happened?
letting him out of the... Travis is getting like a cyber attack on his computer.
Oh,
Like, it's asking him to pay like $150 to like for protection and stuff, and it won't let him click out.
interesting.
So
That might
yeah.
be the weirdest thing to ever happen in the history of the Universal iRacing Series that caused a caution. What? Like, that's mind-boggling to me. What in the world? Race off of pit road. It's going to be Ortega, Wilkin, and Brink. Actually don't know who stayed out. Max Ford. Let's see, Ibanez, Gilbert, Ford, the only drivers that stayed out. I believe that Ibanez and Gilbert stayed out so they can get their lap back. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that is what is going to happen here. That's... Well, here, we'll take a look at Travis. Travis Prather currently, because of our last caution, wrecked on the straightaway all by himself. Got word from Peter Hoppy that apparently he's a victim of a cyber attack right now, and his computer's being held captive. So that's... I think that's the first time that I've ever seen that happen on iRacing before. And definitely first time I've ever seen that happen in here. Because that is so weird. But anyway, lap 67 out of 80. Current race leader, Max Ford, see Gilbert and Ibanez right in front of him. They're about to go get their lap back. They're going to pass the pace car soon. Looks like Ford's going to choose the inside line here. It's going to put Ortega on the outside. Wilkin going to be inside. Brink going to be outside the row behind them. And the way that things are going, this is going to be quite the race coming back. Coming back to green, we're going to be, I believe, 11 laps to green, or 11 laps to the finish. So close to being a real good strategy race there at the end. But yeah, due to that interesting cyber attack that Travis Prather is under caused him to bring out the caution. Sixth or seventh caution of the night. Kind of lost count by now. Lap 68 out of 80. Max Ford's going to be your control car whenever we go back green flag racing very soon. Yeah. well, drivers ready to go back. Green flag racing. Let's hope this is the final time, as the lights on the pace car are going to come back on. More drivers coming down pit road. We're extending the caution one more lap. Now we're back green flag, or back 1 to green. Max Ford definitely been the strongest car so far. Tyler Helms also been one of those strong ones. Helms pretty far back, matter of fact, 11th right now compared to Ford in first. So let's see what's gonna happen here, because it may quite be a restart. Nearly back to the restart zone. Max Ford on the inside line, gonna be your control car, pace car. Nearly spinning it back down pit road. Green flag. Back out once more. Fairly even restart off the jump. Compared to most of the restarts, we're gonna take a look at the blimp cam into turn 1. Ford with the slight advantage. He's going to actually clear Ortega by quite a lot coming out the corner. Swerving down the straightaway. 11 laps to go here at Pocono. Ortega's going to try to make a move sooner rather than later. That'd be the smart thing for him to do, rather than just wait behind Ford. The longer he waits, the harder the move is going to be. But I will say, don't count out Wilkin and don't count out Brink, because of how strong the draft is here. If they get a good pickup down one of the straightaways, they could catch right up to the back of Ford or Ortega. Ortega's going to get about, I don't know, 2 car lengths from the rear end of Ford going into 1. He's running that high line rather than middle to high compared to Ford, as a lot of drivers going to get to the wall. Ford, one of them. Saw Wilkin was one of them as well. That's going to allow Ortega to get nearly onto his back bumper as they go into turn 2. 10 laps remaining here at Pocono. 2 wide, side by side, battling for third. That's Wilkin and Brink. Wilkin's going to clear back up on Brink. Or we're going to... Actually, yeah, we're going to keep looking at that battle right here. Gap growing slightly between Ford and Ortega. Ford all the way down on the bottom. Ortega keeping it relatively middle, as Thompson and Zarate were pushing down the straightaway. Zarate got a huge jump on Brink there. They were bump drafting into the corner. I don't think that was teamwork, but they are definitely the same manufacturer, both of them being Chevrolet, so that may be some sort of alliance between those two drivers there, just trying to get up to the front, contend for this race lead. Back up front, it's still Max Ford. The gap has grown to nearly 0.4 of a second. Trenton Wilkin is actually starting to get back to the rear bumper of Alexander Ortega. Into one. Wilkin nearly got onto the inside of Ortega's. He's going to get real loose coming out the corner. Ortega's going to be able to clear him back. Swerving down the back straightaway, gap to less than 0.2 of a second. Ortega's right in his draft. Just going to try to keep the nose of that car clean.
All right, we are back online.
What happened?
I had to restart my sim. It bugged out.
Well, not much has happened since you left, but turn on noise suppression real quick. I can hear myself. If it's not on. Forward a little bit loose into one. That's better. Wilkin side by side with Ortega. Ortega into the wall big time off the corner. Wilkin's going to actually there. I don't believe that he cleared him. They're still going to be side by side down the back straightaway. We're going wrong blimp camera. Back to the
Can
blimp.
you still hear yourself?
No, I can't now.
Oh!
Contact between second and third. They're going to keep it going as Thompson's going to wreck. That's going to bring out the caution. Oh my goodness. What in the world just happened there? Thompson just lost it trying to avoid the wreck. Brink nearly got collected. Brink might need a new pair of pants after that one. That one was close. See the front end of Thompson real messed up, to say the least. All sorts of damage on the front of that 88 machine. Well, I don't know if this is going to set us up for an overtime, but I think it may set us up for a natural green-white checkered. Well, we got lots of people coming down pit road. Everybody from Cobb not on back. We'll make it around 9 cars that came down. I think a lot of them are just really hoping for hoping that some fresh tires right here may give them a little bit of an advantage towards the end of the race. Although, I don't know yet. We'll find out soon, though. I think that we may go back green flag racing with 3 laps to go here in this race. Lights on the pace car are off. We're going to go back green flag racing with 3 laps to go here at Pocono. Max Ford chose the outside lane. Helms is going to be on the inside. It's going to be an interesting finish for sure. Zarate in 3rd there. He wasn't on my list of drivers that I thought would have been up here, but so far he's actually been doing pretty well. Maybe in a good spot to contend for this race finish here. I don't know if the people further on back pitting for tires is going to have enough of an advantage to gain any sort of real track position over the guys in front, just because of how many spots they have to make up. I guess we'll find out soon, though. It's the pace car. It's about to come down pit road once more, hopefully for the final time tonight here at Pocono Speedway in the Pocono Mountains, Pennsylvania. Green flag. Back out. Max Ford, the monster of a restart. Logan Brink with a great restart as well. He's on Ford's outside into turn 1. Some drivers on cold tires, trying to keep everything clean. Out of 1. Oh, they're wrecking in the back. Juan Cobbs into the inside wall. Caution's going to fly. It's going to be our first overtime of the night. Let's get a replay on that. We can take a look again. I think it was contact with Ortega there. Yeah, Ortega just kind of slid up into Cobbs there. Hard hit into the inside wall. Lots and lots of front end damage there for the 13 of Cobbs. I would not be shocked if that is his night right there, due to that very, very heavy front end damage. Like he may be towing to pits right now. Or he's just sitting on track. Not quite sure what's happening there. Max Ford still your race leader, but Logan Brink got quite the advantage there on that restart. He got up about, I believe, 2 positions, a position or 2 from where he was on the start of that restart. Got right up behind Ford whenever the caution flew. You can see all these top 3 drivers, all playoff contenders right now. Like we said earlier, Helms won the stage earlier on, so he's setting himself up for a good points position, regardless of where he finishes in this race. I'd say if he still finishes within the top 5th to 10th, I'd say. None of the drivers in the front coming down pit road that time. Some of the drivers further back did decide to come in. I believe it's the same group that came in earlier. Led by Rode, it's going to be Rode, Thompson, Ibanez, Ortega, and Bryant. I think that Ortega's day, I don't think it's over, but I think that it is just in a very not good spot. Overshot his stall a little bit there. Definitely not what he wanted. He was having a great run. Led a lot of laps, or at least was close to leading a lot of laps. And then that happened. Contact with Cobbs as well. Juan Cobbs Jr., that cost him a little bit of... I wouldn't say cost him a little bit of time, but I think he may have gotten a penalty for that contact that happened there. Max Ford, your race leader. He's led a lot of this race so far. Take a look on his outside. Logan Brink, pretty much his number one competition through most of the day. Your pole sitter as well. We are going to be going overtime racing. Drivers haven't chose what lane they're running yet. As just a quick update, Juan Cobbs Jr. just left the Discord server, I believe. So, as of right now, currently have 5 cars that are out officially, that being Juan Cobbs Jr., Travis Prather, Nicholas Martinez Jr., Connor Blasco, and Dorian Davis. Martinez Jr., Blasco, and Davis all coming from relatively early on in the race. Juan Cobbs just happened recently, and Prather brought out our previous caution, the one before this, due to, according to Peter Hoppy, like a cyber attack of sorts. His computer is being held hostage in a way. So hopefully he gets that figured out. One of our playoff contenders. That issue would really, really suck if he lost his PC because of that. But we're ready to go back at Green Flag Racing for our first overtime. It's going to be Max Ford and Logan Brink on the front row. Basically who it's been for the past, I don't know, most of the race, I'd say. These two drivers have been very, very fast for a long time. Like we said earlier, Logan Brink, your pole sitter, versus Max Ford, started on his outside row. So these two drivers started side by side. They're currently side by side before we go back Green Flag Racing. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss more races like this. And go ahead and give the stream a like. It helps all of us here at the Universal Broadcasting Network. Pace car down pit road. It's going to be Max Ford, the control car, into the restart zone. Green flag out. Once more, our first overtime attempt here at Pocono. A real early jump in the start in the zone for Ford. Chaos further back. Helms is actually going to get onto the inside of Brink going into turn 1. Brink is actually way up into the wall. Not a good restart for Logan Brink, your pole sitter. Chaos further back. They're 3 wide further on back. It's Tyler Helms actually with Max Ford side by side. Not quite, but nearly side by side into the tunnel turn. They're going to be side by side coming out of it. Here comes Christian Zarate and Trenton Wilkin. They're going to try to make it a 4-car battle for the race lead into turn 3 for the second to last time tonight. Onto the front straightaway. Tyler Helms is going to take the white flag here at Pocono. Into turn 1 for the final time. They're 3 wide for second. Christian Zarate almost got to the inside of Tyler Helms there. Trenton Wilkin is right on the back of Tyler. He's going to go onto his outside. As Max Ford, Christian Zarate make contact further back. Max Ford got into his left rear. They're side by side for the race lead. Helms and Wilkin. It'd be Tyler Helms' second win of the season. It would be Trenton's. Well, let's see right here. They're actually into 3 for the final time. Still side by side racing. Helms is going to door him. Coming to the line. They're still side by side. At the line, it's going to be Trenton Wilkin. Oh my goodness, a photo finish. And Trenton Wilkin will win the first round of the playoffs here at Pocono. His first win of the season. What a finish. What a finish. They were dooring each other on the final lap down the front stretch. And Trenton Wilkin got the win. A little bit of deja vu to earlier this season between Helms and Blasco at Auto Club in the trucks. But yeah, what a finish there for the 17 of Trenton Wilkin. Started as the last car in. He's going to come and win the first race of the playoffs. You have to think this is probably one of the best ways to turn around a playoff run. He's going to burn it down. Definitely enjoying the win here at Pocono. Burning it down probably till the engine blows. I think he's going to blow it. He's going to burn it down until he blows his engine. Definitely taking in the win as much as he can. We're going to get a word with your top 3 post-race in just a moment here. Trenton Wilkin parking it on the start-finish line. What a finish. What a finish for sure. Looking at your race winner right there, Trenton Wilkin. We're going to get a word from our race winner here. There goes his engine. Trenton, it's Maxwell in the booth and Chase too. You just won your first race of the season. First race in the playoffs, coming in the last car in. Just run me through what's going through your mind right now.
It has been such a rough season for us, and being able to get a win at the track that we were able to get our first career win in this league at means a lot. I mean, we had speed, but I'm glad my teammate Tyler racing us clean, finished 1 and 2 in the stage, and I finished 1 and 2 in the race. Great day for Sky High, but overall great team effort. Pit road, kind of got worried about the tires, but geez, I mean, should have happened at Phoenix, but it's been a long time coming.
I'm just telling you, you drove the wheels off that thing, especially on the last lap, side by side with Tyler nearly that whole time. One of the best finishes I think that we've had here in Cup Series action in quite some time.
Oh, I mean, I appreciate Tyler for racing me clean as a teammate. We raced clean each other the whole season. He's been a great teammate the entire time, and I'm glad at least one of us was able to get it. I mean, 9/1000ths of a second is what separated us, and just coming off a 3, I was like, okay, as long as we don't get walled, we're good. And then it was just a drag race to the finish line.
Yeah, 100% a great finish. How do you think this momentum is going to carry into the rest of the playoffs?
Compared to last season, we used a lot of this momentum to be able to. This wasn't in the playoffs, but was able to just get momentum to lock off some wins to end the season. So I feel like this is a great morale boost, confidence boost, and all, knowing that we have the speed to contend and win, since we were running like top 5 all day. So a lot of morale, especially going into Watkins Glen, which can be an iffy race. But overall, very excited about the points and going into the next few rounds. Hopefully these next few races go well too.
Is there anybody that you'd like to thank before we let you go?
I think this is like one of the first races I've won since like losing my grandma. So like this goes out to her. I mean, I've had like a little symbol for her on the car each week, and just being able to finally be able to knock a win off for her who would watch the races when she could. So it's been really nice to be able to finally win a race and memoriam for her, in memory of her.
Sorry for your loss there, Trent, but congrats on getting back to victory lane here in the Universal iRacing Series. Yeah, let this one soak in for a little bit, because I think it might be a little bit more time till you finally realize the full extent of it.
I appreciate it. Thank you, and thank you for all the great broadcasting that you do.
Yeah, no problem, man. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
So there was word from your race winner, Trenton Wilkin. We're going to get a word from second place finisher Tyler Helms. Chase, you want to get this interview?
For Tyler?
Yeah.
Guess so.
All right.
Hey, Tyler, it's Boys and Booth. You got a copy?
Yeah.
All right, great finish there. Barely lost it, 9/1000th of a second. What else did you need to make it happen?
I don't really know. I went on the restart. I told Max, I'm gonna stick with you, because I just, the goal was to get to the top, and he got loose off of 1, and that's the only time I had the chance to make a move, and I got in his left rear in the tunnel turn. He kind of plowed, and off of turn 3, I seen Trenton, Chris, and Max 3 wide, and obviously I'm gonna give my teammate the draft, and I think all I needed honestly was to give him dirty air into 1. The top lane was just so much better than the bottom and everything else like that. I don't understand why nobody ran the top lanes or at all on turn 1 this entire race, but he did that. I wanted to protect the bottom going into the tunnel turn and into 3. I'm watching it right now. He got underneath me. We had somehow didn't make contact after going side by side through the tunnel turn at full push, and then out of 3 is just I kind of turned it more down to the bottom and it scrubbed off a little bit of speed. But obviously, we door to the line. That probably ended up losing it. But that's fine. 9/1000ths. I obviously I don't know how long I'm going to be here for, or how much longer I can run the shoulder surgery. But anybody besides a teammate, they're 100% going into the outside wall off of turn 3 or off of turn 2. But and I told Trent that, I'm like, bro, if it's anybody else besides either you or Martinez is going into that wall right there. And, obviously we're happy for a P2. I felt like I had the speed to win. A couple costly mistakes, slipped in my box first time, and then a costly speeding penalty. If it went green, probably could have won. I had 40 seconds of optionals after some wheel damage, but I took 2 tires and I came out 2 seconds ahead of Max Ford, and the draft was everything. So I knew I was going to come out in the lead, but it is what it is. the caution came out, we fixed the damage, and somehow flew our way through the field. It was very, very tough to pass. The more you got through, just based off the snaking, and I just think it's like the snaking is just so dumb. It's like I hate it so much as a driver. At least like in this car, IndyCar, yeah, I get it, but this thing, dude, it's just watching being in 8th place and watching the entire top 7 try to snake in front of you down every straightaway is just the stupidest shit I've ever seen in my entire life. And I don't know. I mean, we're happy for P2. Whenever I have my surgery, we're probably gonna try to get Finnegan Myers to be my long-term sub, and if I'm physically able to drive in the championship and I get there, I'm going to do it. But if I'm not physically able to drive, I'm going to give up my spot because I don't want to win a championship because somebody else was driving. So that's just a little bit of news for for you and everybody else.
Well, speaking of playoffs and such, gonna be looking real good going into the next round here. Obviously, you won a stage today, finished P2, super good points today. So how do you feel about, disregarding the surgery coming up? How do you feel about your odds to make the Final Four or round of 8 at the moment, I guess?
I feel great. This is different this season. I've never went into a cup season with actual playoff points at all. I always start at 0, so I'm always trying to, work my way up. And we had 9 points, that's not too much, but that's a little bit of a buffer. And every single time I've been eliminated, in the round of 8, it's been by literally 2 or 3 points. So to have that buffer going in and then winning the stage today and getting 2nd place is obviously really huge. We got Watkins Glen next week, and I don't know how I'm gonna be. Obviously, last time we were there, I had the chance to win. I choked it away for Martinez. He's going to need a big day. Honestly, I think it's going to be kind of just try to help him out. But last time we were at Watkins Glen, I did not do a lot of road course racing. I've been doing a lot since then. A lot of sports car racing and NASCAR next gen road course racing. So maybe we'll be quick next week. I don't know. I probably will be slower than Brink and them, but I mean, we've seen at Chicago Street how fast it was. I had the opportunity for a P4, and I almost had a P3 at Sonoma, so we'll try to go get another top 5 at a road course next week.
All right, well, that's all the questions for me. Maxwell, do you have any, friend?
Good luck on your surgery, I guess, and we're all wishing you a speedy recovery.
Yeah, thank you. Then I will shout out, because I don't know if you're giving me the opportunity. I'm going to shout out, Sky High Racing, my teammates Trent Wilkin, Nicholas Martinez Jr. always being there. Martinez joined back in the VC late in the race, see how everything was going. Always giving us tips or whatever. Trying to help us out whatever way he can. Shout out High Motorsports. We're in our Daytona 24 right now. We got the lead, 3 hours left, 2-lap lead. So it's looking really good over there. Look really promising. And we're excited for as many races as we can run from here on out. And I don't know when I'll be able to come back. I'm fully going into the surgery, not expecting to be able to drive a car in a month. But you never know. And the thing that sucks is I have the opportunity to go win 2 championships, and I think I'm gonna have to give up at both of them. So everything that sucks, but we'll come back next season, hopefully, better than ever, and maybe we can go win one next season. And that 2nd win is still right there. I feel like I got the pace to go win one of these.
Maybe I'll have a Logan Brink type of career. He had to have surgery for his season 1 championship and lost it that way. So, and then came back and won it. So maybe you'll have that type of luck. But
yeah, I mean, hopefully. I mean, we seen what he turned out to end up being. So, maybe it'll make me faster. I don't know.
All right, well, we'll let you go. Celebrate P2 and celebrate the win with Trenton. Congrats, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh my goodness.
You good?
The Seahawks are beating the 49ers 41-6. And it's
my God!
It's the game's almost over.
Holy.
Yeah.
49ers, what happened?
All right.
All right, well.
You got Max. All
right. Max Forward, boys in the booth. Yeah, I got a copy?
I got a copy.
All right, strong run today for you. Got a lot of bonus points. Not sure. Where'd you finish in the stage? Top 3, right?
Yeah. got third.
Yeah, third in the stage. Led a lot of laps today. We know this is a big track for you. You love coming to Pocono. And just kind of got unlucky at the end with the way everything else played out. What'd you need to make it happen?
Well, I mean, Tyler did DM me saying he'd be willing to help me and stick with me throughout it, so I kind of trusted him, which I'm gonna have to pay him back later in the season for that. But I got tight off of one, and I was able to block Tyler for the most part. And then in turn two, it decided to get tight. I think because I just drove it in trying to clear Tyler, so I can have the draft. Because honestly, if I was clear entering three, I felt like I was gonna win no matter what. I could hold off everyone by snaking, which that was my whole goal the whole race, was to snake, and that's how you hold everyone off, and they can't really do anything if you do that. And then when they do get to you, you just you run high, and you get the run, and you're clear again. It's the same thing, or you get in dirty air.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I heard the little bit of tempers between you and Tyler there, but I also heard some tempers between you and Chris. What happened there on the back straightaway?
I don't know. I mean, he's just a baby. I mean, obviously, yeah, I went into him. It wasn't intentional. I tried to, I guess, going left after not to hit him, and I did. And I'm sorry. I mean, I apologize. But he doesn't have to go out there saying I'm a terrorist. So, I mean, if he wants to keep up an act, then I'll just protest it, because that's very sensitive, saying a terrorist and telling an owner to shove it up his ass. So, I mean, if he has the balls to do that, then I'll give him a penalty for it, or protest at least. I'm not going to say anything for the penalty.
All right. Well, despite all the drama here today, you still walk away with a very respectable third place finish, top 5 that you've been chasing for a while this season, and you walk away with second most points gained in the race, anyways. How do you feel about your odds to make the round of 8 over the next few weeks?
I mean, pretty good so far. I mean, Iowa's going to be a good track for me. I think Watkins Glen, I'm going to be average. I've never really gone on road courses, so no biggie. I think this race was my pivotal one. If I get a good finish here, good points, then I'm pretty much set. Because I know NMJ had a bad race, Condorian, Blasco. Obviously, I don't have to worry about Riley. Jackson, I have to worry about maybe a little bit. He's a decent guy. I don't know who else didn't finish well. Maybe Logan. He didn't finish well. But I have to worry about it.
Good thing for him, he's got 34 bonus points coming in to fall back on. But
I mean, the only issue is that I'm pretty upset with Canadian Motorsports right now. So we'll see what happens in this coming week for any alliance breaking.
yeah, I've heard a lot of drama about that between 23XI and Canadian Motorsports. Well, last question from. Go ahead.
I mean, there's nothing bad about it earlier, but today, if Nicholas Rowe gets mad at me, saying he hates me, everything, I don't want to be in a VC with him, and I'm willing to cut ties. So then it's just me, Jackson, my team. So I want to be working with those people if they don't like me or respect me for how I race. Which I've done nothing to Nicholas Rowe, which I don't know why he's mad at me. In fact, I've helped him a lot. So
lots of drama, tempers boiling over in the playoffs. Last question for me for the night is I haven't really asked anyone this yet. Fairly solid playoff field, not as strong as last season, I would say. But this is the most drivers we had in the playoffs, and I mean, who's really sticking out to you as a threat for the championship?
I mean, I need to finish races, to be honest. I think Vega's going to go my way. That should have been a lock. Pocono probably should have been a lock. Gosh, I have to look at the points right now. I think Helms might be an issue, but I mean, he's not really. He says I can't save tires, but I can. NMJ is always going to be there. Brink's going to be there. That's a fighter. Ortega's going to be there on long runs, as we know. Trent Wilkin, if he doesn't get wrecked by anyone else, then he's going to be there. But I think to get in the Final Four is going to be a really, really good fight for those 3 races.
All right, well, that's all the questions from me. Maxwell, do you have anything for Max Ford?
Nope.
All right, we'll let you go for the night. You have a good night, Max Ford, and congrats on the P3.
You too.
Well, before we wrap up the stream, I say we go through our full finishing results here at Pocono. Already talked to our top 3: Trenton Wilkin, Tyler Helms. saw the finish there, real close finish. Photo finish, matter of fact. Got word with third place, Max Ford. Wyatt D. Thompson finished fourth. Jackson Brown fifth. Aaron Kovnot sixth. Carmelo Echeverria seventh. Brink eighth. Ninth goes to Asher Bunkley. Christian Zarate in 10th. Nicholas Road finished 11th. Jason Hall 12th. 13th goes to Ibanez. 14th is Alexander Ortega. 15th is Joshua Gilbert. 16th is Jacob Bryant. 17th, Juan Cobbs Jr. 18th, Travis Prather. 19th, Nicholas Martinez Jr. And 20th of Connor Blasco. 21st goes to Condorian Davis. And that'll wrap up our field here tonight at Pocono. Join us back here next Saturday for more Cup Series action from Watkins Glen, first road course of the playoffs. And then we'll be back here on Monday, also at Watkins Glen for our Truck Series race. I'm Maxwell Funderburk. I was joined by Chase George today. Thank you for watching, and we just hope that you guys have a good rest of your night. Thank you very much.